Okay, I am out here again with the Gold Monster 2000. I've got the Manticore and I got the XP Deus 2 with me today. So we're going to go over all these targets again with these machines. We're going to do some different settings, answer some questions or some doubts that people had about these machines when I was doing the test last time. And so we'll go show you the nuggets that are going to get buried, and we'll get those buried up and then do the test on the 3 detectors. Okay, here are the same 3 nuggets buried at approximately the same depth. So 0.03 at 3/4 to an inch, 0.30 at 4 inches, 0.50 at 5.5 inches. So let's get the detectors out now and we'll go over those nuggets, trying different settings and see how they do. Okay, we're going to start with the Deus 2 because I wanted to show you the mineralization on the meter. And I've had people comment that my ground is benign and that I didn't show anything to indicate that it was mineralized at all. So I've got the Deus 2 here. I'm going to show you that. Then we're going to go over the targets and I'll show you the settings before I do that though. So we're in Goldfield. Let me see if I can get out of the shade there, and we'll pump the coil on the ground various places. And as you can see, it has filled the mineral bar. So now we're going to ground balance. And even after ground balancing, we still have the mineral bar all the way full. Now let me go over my settings that I would use for Goldfield. Now XP has some settings that they suggest, but I've got my own. So we're not running any discrimination. We're running the sensitivity at 93 because even at 93, this detector is knock sensitive. It just can't handle the ground. We're going to run max frequency at 53, but I'll try some other ones too. Iron volume at 7, reactivity at 2.5. If I go to 2, it gets really noisy. I could go to 3 and even quiet it down even more, but I'm trying to give, you know, how I would hunt basically. Audio response, now default is 7. It's just way too noisy at 7, so I've got that down to 4. I'm not going to run a threshold. And then my audio type is square, which is default, and I think that's all that matters. So I've got these targets marked with rocks. The ones I buried, there's 0.03 there, the 0.30 there, and the 0.50 there. So we're going to go over it with the Deus. That's the 0.03. This is the 0.30. And as you can see, the Deus 2 struggles on that one. And here's the half gram. And it can slightly get that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to change a few things. We're going to run the sensitivity up, which it's made it even more unstable. See, it's really knock sensitive. And we're going to run, let's see, reactivity at 2. And we're going to run our max frequency up to 89. So I personally wouldn't hunt like this just because it's really noisy, but 0.30 hasn't really changed anything. 0.50 you can still get, but this isn't how I would hunt. And we just got the ground going off everywhere, pretty much. Really knock sensitive. Doesn't matter if I ground balance. We're still going to have a knock sensitive machine. So anyway, that is the Deus 2. Okay, got the Gold Monster turned on. It's doing its auto EMI adjustment. And so we've got it in normal right now. Echo audio on. Volume almost all the way up. We'll run a 10 manual sensitivity. We'll turn that on auto here in a minute. But we're going to ground balance just to make sure it is ground balanced, although it is auto ground balance and it should take care of that itself. But here is the 0.03. Here's the 0.30. target actually might be a little bit deeper than it was the other day, because this would get it the other day and now it's not. And then here's the 0.50. And you can see it hunts pretty good. So we're going to try all the settings from difficult down to benign. And so we're going to we'll run an auto 2 on all these. I would personally run manual sensitivity, but we'll run auto 2 and let it do its thing. Here's the in difficult, the 0.03, 0.30, 0.50. Okay, let's go to normal. 0.303, 0.30, and 0.50. And then just because we'll do benign, and you can see it's already changed to 7. There's the 0.03. 0.30, it's now getting, and the 0.50. So it initially gets that target but tracks it out, and you can see that the number here has dropped to 6 on the ground meter. So benign probably not going to work for this ground, although it doesn't seem like it's running must be a piece of iron there. Alright, so there is the Gold Monster 2, and we'll grab the Manticore now. Okay, here's the Manticore firing it up. And so these are the settings I had the other day: sensitivity 22, volume 21, gold field, ground balance is at 2. Every time I do it, ground balance is the same. Recovery speed 4, and we're going to multi, and I think that's all that matters. Now I'm going to run the sensitivity down to 20. We're going to ground balance again. And now it's gone to 3. So we're at 20. So here's the 0.03. Here's the 0.30. 0.50. Now multiple passes on this, and I'm in tracking. I'm not going to track that out. Okay, I'm going to lower the sensitivity even more. I'm going to go down to 16. Here's the 0.03, 0.30. That one's disappeared. 0.50. Still able to get 0.50 even running sensitivity at 16. So if we went up to 18, I wonder if we could get that 0.30. Now we're starting to pick that up. So there you have it. I hope that answers a lot of questions for everybody that had questions, and we'll see you on the next video. Thanks for watching.